Economics can be very abstract, so you need to give people a specific example, tell them a story, get them engaged. We economists often use very artificial examples, a trade-off between jam today or jam tomorrow, and that doesn't really get people engaged. We actually need to talk about real problems that real people have.
The first tip is when explanations come across as very confused, it may be because the person doing the explanation hasn't understood it thoroughly themselves. If you understand it clearly, your language should be clear. The second tip is to practice, because writing, communicating is a craft skill, and the more of it you do, the better you get. Practice your tweets, think carefully before you send them, practice your blog posts, just practice communicating in every way and you'll get better at it.
Best tool or tip is a good chart, a diagram that can capture the attention and explain the point that you're making. If you can get that killer chart across and explain it to people, they will remember in a way that no other way can provide them a way of remembering the point you're trying to make. Chart, chart, chart.
Economists should be talking about things in terms that impact on people, what their incomes and their earnings are, how much they should be putting into their pensions and why they're paying more for their electricity than they might think. We can get this across actually in very simple language, not in the algebra and the abstruse words that you see in academic journals.
I write a blog which is read by economists but also by non-economists. One thing you learn doing that is there's an awful lot of jargon which economists use but don't really recognise that they're using it.
Put yourself on the receiving end of the communication. Think about whether the terminology really makes sense, whether the person that you're speaking to is receiving the same information as you think that you're giving.
My advice to other economists looking to engage with the public is first, to be brave. We do economics to change things. Second, think about the audience. Nobody's going to be convinced by somebody telling them the answer, but they can be persuaded by a good argument. Remember the very privileged position that economists talking to the public have, and with that comes a responsibility to be as dispassionate and as clear and honest as we possibly can be.